let's jump into honey. So if anyone's had a little honey, that is raw honey. Haven't added anything to it. It's pure. Cool thing about raw honey is you don't have to do anything with it. The bees have done all their work. They've just put it in the hive. You take it out, and you don't have to add anything to it. And the cool thing is they found honey in King Tut's tomb 2,000 years later, and it was still intact, and it doesn't go bad. So the reason why I bring up honey when we talk about honesty is it's this idea of being pure and it's clean, and that's how we want to think about our content. And that's how you want to think about what influencers you work with to make sure that they are transparent with the relationships they have with the brand, if they've used the product, things like that. Now, this is a stat that's both good and bad. It's good for a brand to be like, oh, cool, 49% of consumers trust content from influencers. Awesome, I want to do a program. But it's also bad because we've got to make sure that we're working with the right influencers and they're putting out the right information. Good example of this is LeBron James and his endorsement with Kia. Do you think LeBron James drives a Kia every day? I don't think so. You could probably check his Instagram account or check his episode on Cribs. I don't know if they do that show anymore. He probably doesn't drive a Kia, right? That relationship started from Kia reaching out to him because, hey, he's a big deal. He's got high reach. So what happens? People on Twitter start calling it out. And it's not like they're mad, but they're not thinking this is legit, right? And then my personal favorite, LeBron drives a Kia like I fly a spaceship. So Kia came out and responded to this. And in some ways, and I don't know this for sure, but I think they knew what was going to happen. So they came out and they responded, and LeBron came out and responded to these tweets in a car, in a K900 Kia. And he's driving. He's like, no, I'm driving a Kia. I'm driving it. Here I am. Here's the thing. There's so many active Kia advocates out there, and there's a lot of active advocates for your brand that you don't need to go out and chase people with big followings and do big contracts and paid relationships. Because there's people like Cody Loveland who actually drives a Kia. He's my friend. And him and his wife both got a Kia, drove them for 10 years, 300,000 miles, and they went in, traded them in, and they got 2 brand new Kias. And I talked to him about this, and I'm like, wow, tell me about your experience. He's like, I love Kia. This guy loves Kia. I mean, he's like, they are the best car. They run forever. He just could go on and on and on. This is an advocate. LeBron is an influencer. And so what we need to do is find people like Cody for your brand who just love you and talk about you, because that's what you want to amplify. Those are the people you want to know about. So the way to do this, the way to find them, your email lists. Find people who've bought from you before. Re-engage those people. Send them surveys. Send them ways for you to engage with them in ways that is somewhat interesting. Me, I'm a Ford guy. I love my F-150. And Ford doesn't know that. They don't care. But if they sent out an email that said, hey, would you like to be part of this email list? We only send you 1 email a year because that's all we have time for you for. But it's pretty cool. It's an exclusive insiders club. Would you be interested? Heck yeah, I'd be interested. I talk about my truck all the time. I tell everyone about my F-150 because people ask me about it all the time. And you can look at my Instagram. I do not have anywhere near LeBron's followers. But again, we are all influencing purchase decisions with people in our circle.